Some French princes that became old dirty bastards. Spent half their life off their nut getting plastered. 2 decades later after they first met, now chatting shit on your TV set. It's Scotty Motty, Scotty Motty, Scotty Motty, Scotty Motty, Scotty Motty.
Welcome back. It's time for another Agony Uncles or Anthony Agony Uncles.
Anti-Agony Uncles.
Anti.
What's that? So is that like where you have your auntie and your uncle, or is it the opposite of Agony Uncles, like the anti-Agony Uncles?
Could you imagine being in a room where like you've got multiple family members giving you advice? I hate it.
I've been in that room. I think it was called an intervention.
Was it? So it does work. Yeah. Your aunties, your uncles, the dog.
No, telling you about all your issues you've had when you've been on drugs.
Where was that done at Greg's?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did it. I did an intervention in Aldi. No, I've never actually had one.
Right.
I jest.
You sound like upset.
I know, man. You'd think with my checkered history that at some point they would have staged an intervention, but obviously I did the whole, rehab and getting clean and all that sort of stuff. And eventually it stuck. But no, I never had an intervention.
I promise you, if you do fall off the wagon, then to celebrate, I'll do an intervention.
I love that. Yeah. To celebrate your life crumbling, we'll have an intervention, a little party. Yeah, well, we're here to intervene in your issues. However, it is worth noting, as my good friend was alluding to there, we are not responsible for the terrible advice we give you.
No, not at all.
So think of your problem as a little campfire. We have got a can of petrol to pour onto it, yeah?
Yes.
That is
we
what
will make
do.
A bonfire out of your little campfire.
Yes, we'll make a bonfire out of your campfire. There you go, that's our new tagline. So, we give you this advice mainly for our own amusement.
And yours, if you're not sending the problem in, the people who watch week in, week out. And if you are doing that, I'll tell you, I've got a problem. Haven't you pressed subscribe? Because that's pissing me off a little bit.
Well, yeah, you're not happy about that, are you?
No, well, you shouldn't be happy about it either.
All right, let's not fall out. I know. Well, I'm not happy about it, but you're more unhappy than I am.
Yeah,
about it. It's really got to you.
It's just because we're getting the good views, and I just think, well, why are people not subscribing more?
Yeah, it keeps him awake at night. Like, he messages at me like 4 o'clock in the morning saying, Jay, the subs aren't going up. What's going on?
Yeah, the pixels haven't changed.
Yeah, Jay. I'm not into it. Come on, Jay, have a word. So I'm having a word now. People, hit that subscribe button. Should we crack on with some juicy, tasty problems to get our teeth into?
Yes, man. Let's tear these apart.
The first one comes from Leon in Watford. I do like the name Leon. It's one of my favourite films, Leon. Have you seen that film?
Yes, it's a very good film. Natalie Portman, young.
Yeah, Gary Oldman.
He's a right bastard. He's a bastard in most of the films that he plays.
Evil, but quite amusing as well.
The French actor.
Jean Reno.
That's it, Jean Reno.
Yeah, very good. I am convinced my girlfriend is cheating on me. I saw her after a week's break and she was acting different, kissed differently, and even was throwing some shapes in the bedroom I'd not seen before.
She was like dancing in the bedroom.
Dancing in the bedroom. Throwing some shapes. Is that what you get up to in your bedroom, dancing?
She was doing star jumps. I've never seen them.
I know, we don't do that usually. It was quite weird. So Leon's obviously disturbed by his lady friend's new performance in the boudoir.
Yes.
Would that trouble you?
I'd be a little bit suspicious.
If kissing differently and
I would say,
shagging differently as well.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If the new moves are better than her old moves, then
I don't think whether it's an improvement is the issue here.
Keep sending it to class.
Whether the graph is moving in the right direction. That's what we're focusing on here. I think the fact is, where's she getting this new repertoire from? That's what I want to know. I'm with Leon.
But if he's still getting more spare time and he's coming back and he's reaping the benefits of said sex classes,
right? Then
win-win.
Really?
Well, I think people to get too attached to sex.
So live and let live, Leon. Just if she's shagging about, don't worry about it.
If she's shagging about and it improves your sex life and you're not catching any knob rot, then
no, come on, man. You can't be going out with someone who's cheating on you.
Or he could just bin her off.
That's just your answer to everything. Just bin her off. No, have a conversation. Say
and then bin her off.
No, you word it like I noticed. Like things are sort of heating up in the bedroom, man. I'm impressed. Like, where's this coming from?
You never used to put your finger up my bum.
Yeah, and no matter how many times I asked. And I'm just wondering what's going on. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, been watching
some explainer videos, and if she says, "No, I've been shagging someone else," then you know to get rid of her. Or if she says something and you think she's not telling the truth, she says, "Oh yeah, I just thought of it on the cuff, off the cuff." Is it off the cuff? Off the cuff. Sorry. Then you might be a little bit suspicious. But if it's ruining your enjoyment of it, then you need to confront her.
Could you tell that somebody was cheating by them kissing or doing stuff different? Do you think
depends how long.
Is that a tell? If we were playing poker, would that be a sign? Do you think
it would be a little? It depends how long you've been together and how different the difference is. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's only like a slight tweak, then there's nothing to to get too sort of hot and bothered about. But if it's like a whole new performance, then I would be like, what is going on here?
Cowgirl, what are you like?
Yeah, you've gone
you always told me you had a bad back.
You've gone from drum and bass to classical music. Something's going down. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
we're in a different record store now.
Yeah, we're in a different record store altogether. We're not even on a different floor. We're in a different store. Like, something is going down here. I need to know what it is because it's driving me mad and I can't enjoy the new sex.
Yes. Well, I'd just been her off.
He'd been her off. I'd confront her. Leon, let us know how you get on if you follow any of our advice. So you might go your own way. As Tony Blair said, there is a third way. Rowan in Newport. Can you do a Welsh accent?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I always veers into sort of racist territory.
I don't like doing accents. I think that is the problem. When you start doing accents, it's a little bit dodgy, innit?
I tried to do one on one of the Scotty and Motty shows, and you told me not to because of that very reason. Not because I was trying to be racist, but it might be misconstrued that I was being racist.
What accent did I ask you to do?
I did like a Geordie accent. It turns into a Jamaican.
In Jamaican, I was like, right, okay, let's not do that because someone will clip you up saying, look at Scotty doing a Jamaican accent, taking a piss out of Jamaicans. You're like, well, I'm not. I'm taking a piss out of Geordies. Yeah,
I mean, who would you rather be pissed off by, like the population of Jamaica or Newcastle?
Well, the population of Newcastle hates us anyway because don't all Geordies hate United fans?
Yeah,
like that's the thing, isn't it?
So.
Like I didn't realise there was a real rivalry.
I like Newcastle.
I think Newcastle's alright. It's a good night out.
I like Geordies. I don't have anything against them in the sense that I would someone from Leeds.
Do you know what it is? The thing with the whole Geordie rivalry stuff, it's just online, isn't it? Yeah. Online stuff isn't real. The rivalry there, it's not proper, is it?
No.
And I think, like you say, if you ever go out around Newcastle, I've found it to be a most pleasant evening. Anyway, Rowan in Newport says, what are some effective ways to address and resolve sexual performance anxiety, particularly if it's affecting my ability to enjoy intimate moments with my partner? This is like, I'll take it Rowan's not watched this show before.
That's very articulated.
It's very articulated.
Very well articulated.
Very well articulated. What are some effective ways to address and resolve sexual performance anxiety?
Just get drunk.
No. Right.
Take a pill.
What kind of pill?
Just try different ones.
Are you talking about pill?
Viagra.
I mean, is that what this is? Is this a posh way of saying I can't get an hard on?
I think maybe he's saying that his anxiety is stopping him from going full, whack.
Right, can you and Rowan stop talking in riddles? Is he having a difficulty getting erect?
Yes, but I think it's because of his mental state rather than his sort of physical state.
No, a lot of it is psychological, isn't it?
I don't know. Never been an issue.
Soz hard.
Hey!
Sorry. Apologies to the viewers there, for both of us. I don't know, man. It's quite a deep one, this. I mean, there is obviously tablets you can take, but I think you need to address the reasons behind why you would have to take the tablets. What is it that's making you anxious? Do you have feelings for your partner that you've not had before? Because sometimes having deep feelings for someone can affect your performance.
Really?
If it's
you're feeling too much can stop you from doing
if you give a shit. Like if it's a one night stand or whatever, you might not be bothered. But if it's someone you think you're in love with,
right, and you want to make an impression,
you might have a bit of a problem because it's a bit more,
stage fright on the first night.
Exactly. You know them ones, isn't it?
No.
So what?
No,
never been in love.
No, I've never had that sort of issue. Once when I had antibiotics.
Once?
That was it.
Okay, no. I thought he was a drinker.
I was. and the rest, and still was. You know me, mate. Bruno Fernandes, every match.
Okay. Right, well, that's his advice then. What was your advice? I don't even know what it was.
Take a
other
pill,
than bragging.
have a drink, or just like, I just speak to them. We can't keep giving the same shitty advice week in out. Just talk about it. No.
Right, for starters, shitty advice. Talking about problems and issues isn't shitty.
It's not fun
clever.
though, is it? It's clever.
Right, just popping pills and beer isn't the answer to everything.
Take a load of Viagra.
Wow, it's gone up now. Not only one, it's a load of Viagra.
And then like just decrease it and then see how much you actually need it. But to get over that hurdle, like take 2 grams and then sort of like reduce the amount, dilute it.
Yeah, you could do.
Or just say to her, listen.
Ask yourself, why is it that this particular encounter is causing you problems compared to others? What are the differences? And then look at it from that point of view.
Everybody wants to make a good impression on the first time, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, after the second or third, they're not really asked, but the first time they want, especially if they want people to come back and,
Yeah, I get that. I do, listen, it's not nice, and we're not trying to belittle you. We've all been there. Even him, he says he hasn't, but I think he's probably just lying. Once. All right, once. So I think you just need to look at the reasons behind it. What is it that's special about this partner that's causing you to have a bit of performance anxiety? Do you know what I mean? Maybe as well, once you've had that anxiety, it just gets worse and worse because you're not addressing it. So maybe you need to have a little... I won't say have a conversation with them because that's not really something you want to be chatting about.
No.
Maybe ask yourself what it is about.
That will only heighten the anxiety.
Partner. It wouldn't want to. Can I just have a chat with you?
Just before we do this,
I've got to
admit, feeling really nervous.
I'm struggling to perform, and I listened to Scotty on Scotty and Motty, and he's told me to take all these tablets.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, and drink loads of beer. I hope we've solved that one for you. Let us know how you get on. How can bloody hell? These are a bit deep. These this week. It doesn't matter how bad our advice is, right?
People still
come back for more, and people come back with bigger problems. How can I overcome feelings of insecurity or self-consciousness about my body during sex? This is the 3rd sexual question we've had, right? And learn to embrace and enjoy my sexuality more fully. And that's from Connie in Wickham.
Just go for it, man. Just like I think whatever insecurities that you've got are probably more in your head, unless you've got like a, extra limb or something, and
Unless you've got an extra limb. What if they've got an extra limb?
Well, then that's a little bit more obscure. But I think by and large, it's like people who've got weight problems or whatever, then they get like a little bit insecure about.
Do you know what? Right, it's a cliche, but it's true. Right, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, don't just because you might think, oh, I'm a bit too skinny or a bit too fat, or whatever. There's always someone out there who'll love you for the way you are. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Yeah. Find someone who loves you for being you. Don't go and try and change yourself loads. That's not the answer. I don't think so.
If it's not working,
what?
You should maybe try and change a bit about yourself.
What, like?
Well, like.
What if he's got this extra limb? Would you chop it off? That's not really.
I'd fashion it in a way that could sort of, promote him.
Right. Okay.
Like different skills.
Yeah. Right. There you go.
They call them a tripod for different reasons.
Exactly. What would you do then to change yourself so that you felt less self-conscious about your body?
Well, it depends on what it was. If it's like a gym thing or a weight thing.
See, I can't be asked with the gym, mate.
No.
Honestly, and I did lose a little bit of weight. I think anyone who's been watching this channel since we started will have noticed that I did. So I don't mind, having a little bit of exercise. It makes you feel better about yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't go in for this drastic gym body kind of thing. I think it's a bit overrated.
No, but I think through doing that, then it'll elevate your sort of mental health anyway.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? For an alternative way, you may not look a million times better, but you probably feel better about yourself.
Yeah, maybe there's a happy medium here. We can change yourself a little bit, but not loads.
Just I'd send a survey out and say, if you could change these things about him, what would you do?
Send a survey out to who?
Like to friends and family.
Right.
I've never seen. I can't remember who the hell. Someone does this at Christmas as a Christmas gift every year. They all send like a thing. What would you change about me this year that you weren't happy about?
Like feedback and that.
Yeah, at every Christmas dinner.
Really?
Yeah.
So they send out a survey to their friends and family.
Yeah.
And what, around the dinner table?
Around the dinner table, and then they fill it in and then say, right, well, I think next year you probably should try to do this bit better.
Really? That's outrageous. That'll cause a load of drama.
Yeah, probably. But everyone gets the shit off the chest.
What if they said, what would you change about me? And you gave it back and say, your missus.
Well, then you you know what you're doing the next 12 months. But I think there's a method to that madness.
I don't. I think that's a horrendous decision.
I think most of the problems escalate by them being allowed to fester.
But then if you know, right, he thinks I'm annoying, or he thinks I smell funny, or he don't like black people. Like, if there's a reason that they don't like you that you can't do much about, then you're just going to end up hating them.
Well, I think racism is a little bit too far. But if you smell,
I know that was an extreme, you know what I mean? If they put, I don't like the fact you're black, then yeah, you've got issues. Like, don't be mates with them anymore.
If you smell, and that's just like, you know, it's Christmas, probably got some deodorant sets. Buy more during the 12 months.
That's a good point.
I think it's a great idea.
Well,
People aren't honest enough with each other in terms of the shit that they're going that they don't like about one another.
What, you think we're too kind to each other?
I think we're too fearful of confrontation. We'd rather sit on shit until the last minute.
But is it necessary to always have conversation with people? Like, you might have a family dinner with people, a Christmas dinner. You don't see them that often, so like, why start some beef with them when I'm only going to see them like once every year, if that?
Because that's what they always do, Jay. My family, every single time.
So are you one of the ones that fills in the form?
No, someone mentioned it to me and I thought, that's a great idea.
Right, okay.
I might start.
Are you going to start doing it?
Bringing it in, yeah.
What on this channel, or just at Christmas dinner?
Should we do it? We'll do that at Christmas.
Fucking hell, it'll be like the phone book.
Start.
I hope we've cleared that up for you then, Connie. I say, you know, be yourself, find someone that loves you for being you. Scotty says go down to the gym, exercise, do whatever it is to change you. So you can either take my learned, positive advice, or you can listen to it.
I said for her own mental health. I didn't say for losing weight. I said I'll make her feel better about herself.
How do you know Connie's a girl?
Next.
How can I navigate the tricky waters of family gatherings when my relatives keep asking invasive personal questions about my love life? And that's from Becky in Kent.
Tell them to fuck off.
Tell them to fuck off.
That's
and
what
that.
I would do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it got to do with you?
I'd make up some really mad story. Say like I'm really into dogging behind the Mecca Bingo.
Really?
Yeah, just like that.
Just throw that in there.
Yeah,
so when they start asking you, like, you know, how's your love life going? You say, it was going really well until last night. I went dogging last night, and it was an absolute fucking disaster. I didn't get any cock all night.
Yeah, like them toga parties in Bury.
Yeah, they'll be like, what? Fuck you know. I think I've caught the clap again. It's not going too well. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I would.
Just hammer him with too much truth, so they can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, hammer him with that. I quite like that advice, Scotty. I think for the first time this evening. And possibly
this season,
all week, all month. It's only the 3rd of June. For the first time in a long time, I think you've got some really good advice there. Yeah, just do that then. Just shock them into not asking you any more questions. Yeah. Our last one. This is from Isla in Carlisle. How do I politely decline the numerous marriage proposals that come my way at family events without offending anyone or causing a scene?
Numerous. So like every family event. I presume these are family members.
I've been there, sister.
Really?
You know what it's like when you're big in the game. Just people constantly asking you to marry him.
Nobody's asking you to like.
No, I've never had a proposal, and obviously a bit weird if I did. But how do you politely decline the numerous? That's mental. You get numerous marriage proposals at family events.
I'd put an engagement ring on.
It's always like some sort of, you know, fuckery with you, innit? Like lying.
But like, just get rid of them.
Do you know what I mean? Do you ever do anything that's just honest?
I'd go in,
like,
do the Beyonce dance.
Right.
Oh, I'm a single, and then just like walk.
Right, and then you get more questions. Oh, who are you engaged to? Where are they? Why isn't it on your Facebook?
And then what I'd do?
Can I see a picture?
And then I'd do the same advice we gave to who was it? Previous one.
Becky.
So yeah, I met him down when I was dogging out the back of the bingo.
See, always leads back to dogging down behind the bingo hall. Do you know what I mean? Like
other dogging sites are available.
Yeah, apparently. Behind Mecca Bingo.
That's a weird like sport, that, isn't it?
Sport?
Dogging.
Dogging's not a sport. When you get a fucking gold medal at the end of it. On the winner's podium this evening. A sport. Hey, I've got to go. I'm late for my dogging lesson. What? Fucking hell.
My forearm somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not exactly the most sporty person, but I don't think dogging is a sport.
Like, how do you get into it?
How do you get into it?
Is there like a level of desperation? Like you just don't fall into it.
Like dogging, I get it. Like it's
you get it, do you?
No, I don't get dogging. I don't partake, but I understand the concept of people who just love shagging.
Yeah, but that's different. That's horny. That's horny, but dogging's different, and that's why you're going up with people, knocking on the window saying, "Can you shag me, missus?" and that, innit? They're not dogging with the masks.
Yeah, but some people don't wear masks.
They're not.
No. And for something sold. No.
What mask would you wear if you went dogging?
What mask would I wear when dogging?
What animal?
Does it have to be an animal?
I don't know. What, you could go with like some sort of kid character, could you? That'd be weird. Like Captain America.
I'd wear an elephant mask.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think that, like, fucking hell.
Like psychological
people think, that you're well hung.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
so you've got a trunk upstairs, trunk downstairs.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Clever.
I like that, yeah.
I mean, obviously, they'd be very disappointed when they get to the truth, but
Gonna sit on your face.
they might be like, oh, yeah, fuck it, you're here now. Hey, you may as well crack on, son. What about you?
I'd be a squirrel.
A squirrel? Why a squirrel?
Because I like nuts.
Right, okay, yeah. Again, I mean, it's all a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get the fact of wearing a mask, though, because you don't lose filming it, do you? Someone could be filming it and putting it on your school notice board.
I had a suggestion that me and you look like Superman and... Who's Superman's badder? The bald Lex Luthor from the last episode.
Right. Hang on a minute. Someone says you look like Superman. Fuck off.
And look, get on the comment.
When has Superman been 5'3"?
Get on you cheeky bastard. 5'3.5". Right, and it's not. It really isn't. Right, listen. Go in the comments. It said that because I like curly hair, and then you were obviously bald as usual, and it said like you could do like Coldplay or cosplay.
Coldplay. Fucking hell. Cosplay as Superman and Lex Luthor. Yeah, we could do that. That's one option if this YouTube career of mine goes to shit. Anyway, Isla, I hope we haven't cleared that up at all. You said just say you're going dogging.
No, I didn't. I said get a ring on it. Just buy yourself a ring, get down to Pandora's or whatever they are, and then walk
I
in.
just think you need to tell people, look, I'm not going to marry someone I'm not dating. Let's stop being stupid. People can't just come up to you and go, let's get married.
What if it's like a cultural thing?
What do you mean?
Like certain cultures like saying, oh, will you get a chance of getting married to so and so?
Just maybe put a time on it. Just say, tell you what, if we're still not married by the time I'm 50, we'll get married then.
Right, okay.
Yeah? And if you are 50, make it 60. Yeah?
Just keep pushing it.
Yeah, just make it like, put it 10 years or 20 years in the future. Say, tell you what, we'll have this conversation. If neither of us are married, by the time we're both 40, we'll get married. If you're in your 20s. That way you've give yourself a good sort of 10 years or whatever to find yourself another half, a better half.
That's far too an honest
Or you can just say, I'm going dogging behind Mecca Bingo Hall, like Scotty likes to do.
Whoa.
No, I mean, you like to say you go dogging behind Mecca Bingo Hall. I'm not saying that you actually go dogging behind Mecca Bingo Hall.
Oh, no, it's just the wrong bingo hall. The other part of it was right.
Right. What is the other bingo halls?
Gala. Right, I've been Scotty, that's been Motty. You've been watching Agony Uncle. Send in your problems. Please make them less articulated than we had this week, because it's like getting problems
flowery
from
prose.
Stephen Fry. I mean, not that, if Stephen Fry does need to call on us, then Lex Luthor and Superman, then please do it. Scotty and Motty at Gmail.